It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, they're looking to come out strong. You have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, Boston had been in a bit of a rebuild since the end of the days of the Big Three. Last season, they got back into the postseason. Shaq, where do you see this team going in the next few years?
Well, they have great guards to build around, and they can continue to be big players in the free agency for the next few seasons. They got to make all the right moves. Their president, I played for him. He's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing.
You know what? I could see them trying to strive for the modern version of a lot of NBA teams. That means getting three-point shooters. If they get more three-point shooters building around that, some crisp passing, that can be a championship mix.
Thank you for joining us. We go courtside now. Kevin Harlan's got the call.
It's interconference time for these Grizzlies as they come in as the visiting team. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got J.J. Redick. Andre Drummond is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward position. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Paul. Beyond the arc. And Boston with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Johnson kicks to Yao. Outside Durant for 3. That's good. Durant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Now, here's Redick. Paul passes to Millsap, and it's sent back by McHale.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Johnson dishes to Thompson. Back to Johnson. Puts up the baby hook. This ball grabs the miss. And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Here's Paul after Magic Johnson's bucket. Here's the floater. Millsap misses.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Johnson kicks to Durant. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
And he knocks down the first one.
For Durant, KD did try to return last season, but that foot just wouldn't cooperate, and that's when they had to shut him down.
Durant hits them both.
One last thing with Durant's foot. Foot injuries can be a scary thing in the NBA. Along with knees, those are the injuries you don't want to risk anything with.
Now, here is Gallinari. Paul outside. Shot, no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. Celtics leading by 5. Thompson outside, picked by Yao. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Derek Favors checked in for Yao. Draymond Green comes in for McHale. Sean Marion is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Thomas subbed in for Klay Thompson. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Drummond. Chris Middleton comes in for Gallinari. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Mike Conley in for Paul. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Thomas kicks to Favors. Thomas with the ball. To the paint. Here's Green. And Vucevic pulls it down.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Get open, get open.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Thomas, here we go. Dishes it to Johnson. Can't make good off the pick.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now, here's Batum. He feeds it to Middleton. Out to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to get back on track. They get the rebound. A second chance effort. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They lead by 5. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Boston leading by 5. Durant is out there with Green. Then it's Jordan. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Thomas in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. The drive by Green. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, last year for the Celtics, they weren't exactly world beaters at home. Still good enough, though, to get the job done.
Yeah, just a game over 500 here in Boston. Not great, but at least it was over 500 for a young up-and-coming team.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Green.
And, you know, for the Celtics at home, they were able to get wins by playing tough defense in front of their rabid fans. Their offense virtually the same as when they were on the road. The defense was the difference at home.
Paul's checked in for Memphis. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And as you said with the Celtics, it was the D at home that helped them get wins here. They'll want to be better than 1 game over 500 this season to get back into the postseason.
Vucevic against Thompson. Redick for 3. That is good. Redick's got 5 points so far.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Pass to Thompson. Uncovered. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Pass to Redick. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Redick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume, it's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And for Redick, he knew what his NBA career would be like. Way back in 2005, Clark, I recall him saying, I think I'll be a role player like 80% of the players in the league. I don't expect to be a star. I'll just shoot. I'll be a team player.
Yeah, and he's exactly right. He was highly decorated in college, but every scout knew his strength was shooting the basketball, and J.J. knew it as well. And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way.
Redick against Thompson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And Redick has improved every phase of his game over every year, especially in the area of efficiency. Shooting over 47% from the field last year. And Greg, that by far the highest in his career.
Yeah, and his mid-range jumper last year, just automatic. The turnovers per minute averaged also ridiculously low. It even improved as a defender.
That free throw good from Thompson. Last season, Memphis fell late and would end up with the 5th seed in the NBA playoffs. Only 1 of 2 teams to make the playoffs each of the last 5 seasons, along with the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and they were a team that nobody wanted to play. Memphis drew Portland in that first round, and even though they were the 5th seed, they had home court advantage.
You know, guys, Memphis waltzed through the first round against Portland. The second round, a lot tougher against Golden State. They went up 2-1 in that series, but couldn't hold on to that lead.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
that is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Boston leading by 4. Outside Thomas. There's the feed to Thompson. There's a screen by McHale. McHale with a screen on Paul. Back to Thompson. Lock at 6. Three-pointer. Good. Thompson's got the lead up to 7 now for Boston.
And guys, Memphis would lose 2 of their 3 games at home against Golden State. So things got tough with the Conley injury and missing Tony Allen as well. But they did put up a good fight, ultimately, though, falling in 6 games to the Warriors.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Johnson, he's checked in for Boston. Then for the Grizzlies, Paul Millsap's checked in for Vucevic. Chris Middleton comes in for Gallinari. And it's Batum in for J.J. Redick. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of the game. Millsap kicks to Middleton. Batum against Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paul for 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And for Thompson, his three-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
They get it back. Outside for Durant. Stolen by Middleton. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Good D by Thompson.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Drummond with a screen on Thompson. Batum passes to Millsap. The dish to Paul. From deep. Paul missing again.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Here is Durant. Picked by Yao. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Chris Middleton. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
All right, now, take a break, 2 shots.
That's good from Durant. Durant nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Conley cannot hit. And so that's the end of the first half. Celtics lead by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
The field goal percentage was off the Chisnarts, Ernie. Let me rewind it. The field goal percentage was off the charts, Ernie. It was well planned, well executed. They took very few bad shots, and that needs to be the focus from here on out. More smart basketball, don't try to do too much, and open the door for a comeback.
How about you, Kenny? What'd you think about Memphis?
Well, they need to generate more points in the paint. The defense knew all along that they were going to shoot that jump shot every time down the court. There was no diversity in their offense. No one was able to figure out different things that they were doing. Very predictable offense, and I think that was the difference.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Checking out the game Klay Thompson is having. He has 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Boston leading by 8. Memphis known for how tough they are at home, but they were equally tough, Clark, on the road last season.
Yeah, grit and grind travels well, Kevin. I mean, even on the road, they were able to force teams to play at their pace.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. They've got Drummond. Paul out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Gallinari in at the 3 spot. Kicks to McHale. To the middle. Yao. Offensive rebound. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Yao's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Boston. And here is Paul. Millsap a screen on Johnson. Paul dishes to Drummond. Yao with the block. Johnson against Paul. Johnson outside. Now the pass to Durant. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. 9 points for Kevin Durant.
And guys, consistency always a key for the Grizzlies. And when you talk of consistency, how about having the same field goal percentage, whether away or at home?
And you know, to be able to knock down shots on the road the same way you do at home is why the Grizzlies racked up 24 road wins. I mean, it helps when you can attack the basket as they do and work things inside close to the rim.
Some changes for Boston. Sean Marion is checked in for Durant, and it's Isaiah Thomas in for Klay Thompson. And Memphis also making a switch. Vucevic is checked in. On defense, the Celtics. And Redick kicks to Paul. Millsap a screen on Thomas. The drive by Paul. Here's Millsap. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. And Paul Millsap, guys, the only player to lead the NCAA in rebounding 3 straight seasons back in college. A former second-round pick, was kind of slept on, but now clearly making his mark in the NBA.
And Thomas, here we go. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jordan, he's checked in for Yao. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Thomas against Paul. Shoots from 12. That one a little long. Greg, you were talking about Millsap's ferocious rebounding. He battles inside, but Clark, he is so skilled.
Yeah, he's just really a good all-around basketball player. He can pass, handle, step out, and hit the three. Very, very versatile. He makes an impact on the game a lot of ways.
No good from McHale. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Paul kicks to Redick. Here's Vucevic. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Thomas goes in, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Celtics have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas. The Celtics really seemed to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Favors comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in for McHale. Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they played smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
Off the screen, and Derek Favors pulls it down.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Come on, shoot!
Here's Johnson. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year, after the All-Star break, they were 4th in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch.
And Middleton kicks to Batum. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Durant's checked in for Boston. Thompson comes in for Isaiah Thomas. And Memphis also making a switch. Drummond's checked in. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson kicks to Thompson. Durant against Middleton. And that one's good. Durant.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Millsap a screen. Conley with the 3. No luck. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Celtics out in front. They lead by 13. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Magic Johnson is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Green. Then there's Favors. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And the wide open shot from Redick. Drills it from outside. Redick's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Thanks, Doris. Durant against Gallinari. Durant kicks to Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And that's 11 points for Klay Thompson.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Al Paul. Picked by Vucevic. Paul goes in. Feeds it to Drummond. 4 on the shot clock. Johnson with the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Picked by Vucevic. Gallinari wide open. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
One more time.
Thompson passes to Johnson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And really, just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Boston making a switch here. McHale's checked in. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. The drive by Vucevic. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Johnson. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Durant wide open. He fires. And again, it's Boston converting.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Paul kicks to Vucevic. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Vucevic, no good on that.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. He dishes it to Vucevic. The jump hook kept alive. Johnson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Paul Millsap's checked in for Vucevic. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Celtics leading by 10. And Thompson kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Yao. Inside, here's Thompson. Out of hand on it. Johnson against Paul. Down low. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Paul. Millsap's got it back down to within single digits for Memphis. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. That is good. And the Celtics lead by 10.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jefferson's checked in for Drummond. Chris Middleton comes in for Gallinari. And it's Batum in for J.J. Redick. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Jefferson. And Boston with the rebound. Outside Thomas. On the wing, Havlicek. And a miss there on the triple.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
And he gets it to go.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Now, here's Thomas. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd is not going to let this one slip away.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, what was the key in securing this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
This was vintage Kevin Durant we saw tonight, fellas. Just tearing it up. He's got the most diverse set of skills out there from an offensive standpoint. There isn't anything he can't do. And defensively, he can do it as well. It's almost impossible to count all the ways Kevin Durant helps his team.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.